Most people think trust issues look like dramatic phone snatching or 2 a.m. interrogations. But real trust issues, they're much more professional. They look like you becoming an unpaid, high-level private investigator in your own living room. You aren't crazy, you're just practicing hypervigilance. It's that subtle habit of double-checking a story that already made sense, or casually asking the same question 3 different ways to see if the answers match. This matters right now because we live in the receipt era. We have more data than ever, which means our brains have more clues to misinterpret. The uncomfortable truth. Trust issues aren't actually about the other person's honesty. They're about your brain's desperate attempt to never be the idiot who got blindsided again. You aren't looking for lies. You're looking for an insurance policy against pain. One of the subtlest signs of trust issues is actually over-explaining. If you find yourself giving a 15-minute PowerPoint presentation while you are 5 minutes late, you aren't just being thorough, you're practicing preemptive defense. You assume the other person is already building a case against you because that's what your brain does to protect itself. Another sign? The waiting for the drop. You're in a great relationship, things are peaceful, and instead of enjoying it, you're staring at the ceiling thinking, okay, what's the catch? Psychology calls this foreboding joy. You're dress rehearsing tragedy so that when the inevitable betrayal happens, you can say, I knew it, instead of feeling the actual sting. Here's the mindset shift. You think your suspicion is a shield, but in reality, it's a wall. Trust isn't the blind belief that someone will never hurt you. That's a fairy tale. Real trust is the psychological confidence that if someone hurts you, you'll be okay. When you stop the investigation, you finally have the energy to actually be in the relationship. You can't build a future with someone if you're too busy auditing their past. Put the magnifying glass down. The truth usually comes out on its own, and it's much cheaper than the mental rent you're paying to stay suspicious. If this script just called you out in 4K, hit that like button and subscribe to update your mental hardware. I'll see you in the next frame.